Good morning to everybody who's watching today's replay. Thank you so much for joining us even after the live feed is over. I really appreciate you watching this even when it's not live and when it's convenient for you. I love that. So thank you so much. And feel free to share this and like my Facebook page so you can jump on live if you want to, and so other people can, get some of the positivity we're going for as well. So I'm going to flip the camera because people are jumping on and I don't want to spoil the surprise too much. Hang on. Boy, that button doesn't like me. There we go. All right. So hi to my dad, and I'm guessing the other person here is Oz, and thank you guys so much because every day you're here with me, and I love that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My name is Kristalyn Avatovich. I'm an internationally published intuitive author, and today I want to share with you guys 3 affirmations that can get you through anything in your day, and then another feature affirmation that finally sank in with me the other day, and I may tell you the whole story about it because it's kind of interesting. So I'll think about sharing that as we go through our first affirmations, but I definitely want to share with you the feature affirmation and what it means for us. So feel free to share this feed right now so people can jump on and see it live, or even afterwards if you want to focus on feed. I appreciate that too. Happy Friday, Oz. No hotel room. I knew you were going to get me. We decided last night that we were only going to Baltimore for a day to do Pokemon hunting, and it did not take as long as we thought it was going to. So we came home, spent time with Jack, and have a free day today, and it's actually working out better than we planned. So I am here, nice and cozy, and here for you guys, undistracted. So our first affirmation is I overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength. Hello to the person who jumped on. I overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength. I know that life is hard. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. It can be really, really rough. And that's okay. It is okay for life to be rough. It's okay for you to have struggles. It's okay for you to feel like, okay, this is annoying. That's fine. But understand what purpose that struggle is serving. Understand what challenge that struggle is serving. Because what you're going through is shaping you. What you're going through is teaching you something about yourself. So yeah, it's hard and it kind of stinks that you have to go through it, but figure out what it's doing for you. Figure out how it's serving you and what it's shaping you into and what it's doing. Hi, hater. It's good to see you. So a challenge is shaping you. It's God showing you who you were meant to be. Your purpose can be discerned through your challenges in your life. Isn't that amazing? So look back on your challenges and see the kind of trend that they've given you. See the person that they've made you. All of the hard things you've gone through, regrets, bad decisions, even anything that just came up and was a challenge. Guys, those serve a purpose. So you don't have to regret them anymore, even though I know in some cases that's really hard. I still have some regrets that I'm working on. But at the same time, I wouldn't change a thing because it made me who I am. And I hope that you can feel that way too. That is how you overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength, because you know that every obstacle is serving a purpose. Every obstacle is teaching you what you're capable of. It's showing you who you're meant to be and what your purpose is. And in line with that, you are also successful in all that you do. That is our second affirmation. I am successful in all that I do. Because if challenges show you who you are, then successes and failures show you how to get there. They keep you on track. Think about it. You're walking a fine line in life, right? You want to stay on track. You want to keep to your path. But sometimes, because we make decisions all over the place and it's not always exactly clear because we have a lot to learn, sometimes we go off the path. Well, how's God going to get us back on track? How are we supposed to figure out our way? Things get harder. Things start getting hard, and then you're like, well, maybe it's just a challenge. I'm going to keep pushing through because I'm strong and I might be learning something. And then you keep going, and it gets harder. And so you might keep going, but eventually you hit a wall. And when you hit that wall, you know that, okay, this situation needs to be turned around. There was a better opportunity. There is a better opportunity, and I can take it because that is a more perfect situation for me. Even if what's over here is what I thought was perfect, we'll pole vault all over obstacles. I love that. Even if this situation is what I thought was perfect, there's something more suited for you, something absolutely perfect specifically for you, in another opportunity that is still there for you, because that is how God works, my friends. He wants you to succeed. He wants you to have what you deserve. You were born to do these things, and He created you that way. So it's okay. It's totally fine. So turn around, figure out a new solution, go the other way, see how it goes. And the more you do this, the less often you will go further off track, right? You'll start recognizing the difference between a turnaround point and an obstacle. So you'll know this is an obstacle. I'm learning something from this. Or you'll know, you know what, this is just heading down the wrong track. It's not working. It's kind of fighting, which means it's probably not the way I'm supposed to go. You'll have that ability. And your life is going to get much smoother. It's not going to get easier because you need those challenges, like we said. But I won't promise you things that I can't, follow through on and I don't believe. But I do promise that your life will always turn out for the best, that you will always have purpose in what you're doing, that the things that happen around you will be for a reason. They won't be just negativity for no reason at all. They'll be to serve you. I can promise you that. So for everybody who's jumping on right now, thank you so much. We're about to move on to our third affirmation of our main 3 that happens right before our feature affirmation. So our third affirmation is the best one. If you're just jumping on, you have perfect timing because this is gratitude is my attitude. Gratitude is my attitude is the best affirmation that can do the most in your life. If you want to have a life where you're happy all the time, where even right now in this moment, while you're working toward a lot of things, you're still happy and you still love your life. If you want to be able to roll with the punches and go with the flow and make sure that you can work out situations to make them work for everybody involved, this is what you have to do. And you can make every day a good day. And all you have to do is list 3 things that you're grateful for. It's so easy. 3 things that you're grateful for. Like in the morning, list 3 things you're grateful for. Start your day off right. Bam. Throughout the day, if you're frustrated, if you're angry, if your temper's getting away from you, as mine tends to do, start listing things you're grateful for, because like Oz says, it's like counting to 10 on steroids. You will calm down, you'll appreciate the situation, you'll realize that the situation may not be as bad as you're making it out to be in your head, so you can take yourself out of your head, okay, and see what's really going on. And when you have that perspective, you can find solutions that work for everyone. You will be a hero for that. So then finally, at the end of every day, go ahead and list 3 things you're grateful for from that day. If you have good memories from that day, just 3 of them, even if it was a challenging day, if you have at least 3 good things about that day that you like, then you had a good day. You don't have to regret anything. You did your best today. You lived the day to the fullest. And tomorrow, that's all that matters, is that you lived this day, which is now yesterday, to the fullest. Because you can't go back. You might as well appreciate what you accomplished. And that is gratitude is my attitude. It's amazing what this does. I have a short temper. I am impatient. I have a short fuse. But gratitude is my attitude has been helping me. I won't say it's changing all of that for me, because that's part of who I am, but it's making it less obtrusive in my life. Like, I can actually handle things a lot better than I used to. And I love my life. I love everything about it. I don't feel like life is unfair. I feel like if something's going on, I can take control. God's got my back. Everything's going to be okay. There is purpose. And this actually plays into today's daily affirmation. So I'm going to show you this, and I know you've seen it before, but I have a new spin on it for you, a new way of looking at it that I think was probably the way it was meant to be seen in the first place. So here we go. Wait while I flip the camera, because like I said, this button is not my friend. Hang on. There we go. To everything, there is a season. To everything, there is a season. And this turned out really pretty. So I'm really glad that I have the free phone background for you guys that I'll be posting after this live feed. So you can just hold on for a second or 2 after this feed and jump on my page, and I will post this, and you can use this as your phone background if you want, because it's pretty cool and I hope it helps you. I'm going to flip the camera one more time. All right. So to everything, there is a season. If you're a Beatles fan or if you've read the Bible, you have heard that phrase. And the other day, many of you know that I have a spiritual gift for intuition, which means that I have an advantage when it comes to talking to God, when it comes to praying. I can hear direct answers and responses and stuff like that. So it's really great. I love the hashtag AA. Thank you. So, and the Mr. Rogers quote. I like that too. So when there are times though, where even I feel disconnected. And when I feel disconnected, I start kind of panicking. It's like, okay, I always hear you. Where'd you go? What am I doing wrong? Because if I've disconnected, then I've let something get in the way without me even knowing. And that does happen. Guys, psychics and intuitives and all that stuff, they have a responsibility and a challenge of their own to face. And finding that balance. Okay, are we back? Cool. So what I was doing was I was getting a little frustrated. I was like, where did you go? And I'm in the middle of a process right now where in a meditation months ago, I was told in October something amazing was going to be happening for me and my process that I'm going through with trying to become a full-time author. And then I got this great opportunity and I initiated it and I've done everything that I can do and the ball is no longer in my court and it's been a couple weeks and I'm starting to wonder what's going on because I thought it was going to follow through. I thought I had it figured out this time and now it's like crumbling a little bit. And so I said, what's going on? And I finally, because I was asking for help, I finally started hearing things again. And all I got was to everything there is a season. And I was like, okay, cool. But that's about like planting seeds and stuff. But guys, yes, that's a good reference, Oz. So it's not just about planting seeds. God gives us a cheat sheet in the Bible and in various other things I'm investigating, how possibly, this is something to take with a grain of salt, but how possibly to even integrate astrology with something that God uses to help us. And that goes in line with the astrological Mercury retrograde, which is going on right now, but also in Jewish culture, there's a thing called the Shemitah, which is sort of like a Jewish version of astrology that I'm researching because I want to understand it fully before I really put it out there for people. But these two things are going on right now, and they're all about finishing things. They are literally points, at least in their process where they are right now, of waiting for new beginnings, not starting anything because they won't work out as well. And I was like, well, how, like, why do the planets have anything to do with God allowing something to work out? Bear with me on this, but they said it's God's cheat sheet for you. If you are doing things in line with God's timing, because we all struggle with God's timing, right? If you're doing things like this, you will maybe be in line with God's timing a little bit more. You're putting your life in his hands and saying that you trust him to ensure that you will be successful, to ensure that you are taken care of. So it's a new step, a leap in faith. And so if none of that makes sense, you can still rely on the fact that to everything there really is a season, and that if you go with your gut, if you listen to your heart, if you listen to that voice inside of you that is God speaking to you, then you will always be taken care of. You don't have to learn astrology. You don't have to research the Shemitah. I'm just doing that so I can figure out more so that I can help people with it. But what you need to do is listen to your instincts, because that, to me, translates into the Holy Spirit, which is God in you, right? The God that speaks to you, that voice inside your head. Listen to that. And you will be okay. Your season, you'll know when it's time. You'll know when it's time to wait. You'll know when it's time to act. You'll know when it's time to be consistent. Those things will happen for you if you just trust your faith, trust your instincts, trust your conscience. All of those things, they're the same. They are the same thing, and they are how God speaks to you. The situations around us and the voices that guide us, in our conscience, in our instincts, in our whatever you want to call it, those are how God guides us in life. And that's what you really need. Okay? Let me do the other research for you, Oz. I got this, and I'll help you out with it. And I'll try to simplify it if it needs it. If it even needs to be used. I'm just researching right now, because that's what I encourage everybody to do as you're going through wondering what you should believe and how much you should believe in something. Research it. Even everything I'm telling you, research it if you want to, if you want to know more, if you feel like maybe you want to believe in this, but make sure you can back it up. Make sure that you can believe in it without question. So if you have questions, research to answer them. Ask me. I would love to help you with what I know, but also figure out what you know. Get more research that I may not have. And with that long spiel, I will leave you to your weekend, and I will be back on Monday. So thank you guys. If you liked this broadcast, please share it with everybody so that they can get out of it what you got and maybe their own variation of it in their own research. And keep gratitude as your attitude. Live in the moment, because this is where you have control. This is where you can take action right now. So start building your future one Lego block at a time. You've got this. Have an incredible weekend, and I will see you Monday, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Bye.